book 3 of 2019 was Eleanor Oliphant is completely fine. I like this one too. At first when I was reading it I was like, oh, couldn't quite really imagine what this Eleanor character was like how old she was and just her body shape and stuff like that. It seemed a bit disjointed, a bit disconnected, and I couldn't really like imagine what she was like I had an image in my head of her, and then the author would say something else, and then that would change my image that I had of her. It was like I had this image of her, and then of being quite a petite woman, and then there was the waxing scene, and I was like, oh, maybe she's a large woman. So I was kind of like, oh, I don't really know, I don't really understand like what's going on. And then it was like, how old is she? Is she quite young? Because that was what I imagined her at first, and then she was actually very old, and I was like really confused. But I think maybe that's because she's confused about her own identity as well, so maybe that's where that comes from. It was really interesting because it was like how this character has internalised her own mother's voice, and how that's coming out a lot in her judgments of other people, and how she doesn't kind of connect with anybody because she's judging so much, and that kind of resonated with me a little bit because I used to be quite judgy. I think I probably still am, but I'm trying not to be, because it does kind of separate you from other people and stop you from being able to connect with them. You can't really be kind and compassionate to somebody if you're judging them, and it's not even like it's a negative judgment, it's just a realistic judgment, but then that's perhaps not helpful at all either. I thought it was really, really nice how like she, without wanting to, kind of got embroiled in people just loving her and giving her love after she'd had such a kind of traumatic childhood. I don't want to spoil too much of it in case you read it. It is really kind of nice how her relationship with what's his name, Raymond, develops, and how it kind of, it's not like a romance fairy tale where like there's a happy end and all that kind of stuff. It's more like how two people can, by spending time with each other, kind of fall in love with each other because they see all the nice little things about each other, that even the annoying things, but they like that person still, and how, you know, Raymond's really kind and really, really a lovely person, but he's got terrible taste in fashion, and he's not, you know, aesthetically pleasing as other people are, but you know, he's the best person for Eleanor, because he's always there for her and things like that. So it was lovely. It was like, I don't know, just like, oh, kind of feeling after I read it. Bless her. It's funny because when I was reading it I was thinking, is she autistic? Like, does she not understand like social conventions and things? But she does understand them. It's just that she's been taught when she was younger to be honest and to not lie, and she doesn't understand why people lie all the time, because people do lie all the time. That's part of our society, you know, we like to smooth the cogs of social interaction, and I get that a lot because I was taught that as a child, and so that makes me very difficult. So it's difficult for me to kind of pretend in a social situation for the ease of it. I'm very honest, and that gets me a lot of rap, shall we say, a lot of the time, a lot of kind of disconnection from people because they don't understand what that is. So yeah, I would read it. It was good. It was, again, it was nice. It was just like, yeah, you know, when you watch a really trashy kind of film, you know it's not that great, but you like it anyway. It's a bit like that. So that's that one.